The winter months can be cold, but for some in the Bridgeport community, they are unbearable. Started in 1695, United Congregational Church has been able to be the light to those in need.
And we started by handing out hot chocolate on the steps in the middle of winter. And we have a big church porch, and columns, and it's very majestic. And here we are on the porch steps handing out cups of hot chocolate. And some of the neighbors were like, "What are you doing?" They were suspect because, a lot of times in this type of work, people expect people you're giving to give something back. And we were just giving because they were cold. But we call it Feel the Warmth because we want it to be more than just food. We want it to be friendship and hospitality and not us and them. So anybody that comes and helps, they sit down and eat with our neighbors. These are our neighbors. Come on in. Let's all sit down and have a meal. And I think our neighborhood is better for it.
Every week, Sacred Heart students help prepare meals made from fresh ingredients that have been generously donated by parishioners of the church. Students join Reverend Sarah doing more than just feeding the homeless, but rather impacting the Bridgeport community.
Last year, we had 8,700 people come through, and we gave them a plate of hot food. And we've really tried to go all healthy, like a protein, a good starch, a vegetable or two, a salad with a salad bar. They loved all the fixins, and then a piece of fruit and a dessert, because you gotta have a little something sweet every once in a while. Make sure it's not totally bad. We pass drink carts around, and people get to have coffee or tea or milk.
From setting up dessert cups to a simple smile, every bit of help is always appreciated. For some people, volunteering has no boundaries.
We can't do this without volunteers, and people come from all over Fairfield County. Sometimes they come from Litchfield County. We have folks from Salisbury Congregational Church that come 3 or 4 or 5 times a year. We have about 2,000 volunteers from all over, and we especially we have students from Sacred Heart University. They're very faithful. They're here every week. We have Fairfield U sometimes, University of Bridgeport, Housatonic Community College. We love our college kids. But we also have build-on students from the high schools that are learning leadership through service.
Not only does this program have a strong effect on the less fortunate, but more importantly, the effect that it has on the volunteers.
You can't give a hungry person a plate of food and stay the same. That's the miracle of it. It helps us all be more human. It helps them get through the day, but it helps us be whole and more full too. It gives us warmth.
Reverend Sarah has been a strong advocate for the program for the past 4 years. She welcomes everyone with open arms after a long, hard day at work.
They're landscapers and painters. Some are not undocumented. We don't ask. I don't care. They're hungry. And they're here doing work that I probably wouldn't want to do for a lot less wage than I would want. So we welcome everyone, and we just say, come on in. But what the people that are working so hard, and I know they've got to get up and go back to work again the next day, that feels good to me too. And if we can lessen the homeless population, we will feed more people who are working.
Feel the Warmth has brought community members together no matter the race, gender, or ethnicity. It shares as a reminder that a small act of kindness can take away the pain and struggles of everyday life.
Because when you sit around a table and you gather to share a meal, it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, black or white, a student or elderly. It doesn't matter if you're Christian or Muslim. It matters that we find our best selves and we find our common humanity, and that is what will heal this world. So we're going to feed as many people around our table as we can and share that warmth, so our world will be a little bit better place tomorrow.
This is Nicole Granito reporting for The Pulse.